I'm trying to figure out if I should make a big girl investment today. And it's not just like any normal cafe, it's an art cafe. Look at the meats! Ornaby's like so shocked right now. Tell me how I just got a text that I'm gonna get evicted if I don't tell management if I'm gonna renew my lease. This number wasn't even like a valid number that I had saved in my phone. But happy 1 year of me living in this apartment. Thank God I got that tuna bagel in my system because I was about to go delirious without waking up and eating. I do this thing where I get right into work and I should stop doing that, although I am getting better. But I'm gonna go try to see if the laundry machine is working because yesterday it was not. So hopefully I can get this week's load in. Genuinely, this was me just now. After I put all of my clothes in the laundry, realized it didn't work because I was eating my quarters, so then I had to walk over to management in my pajamas and oversized shirt. I look like an elementary school student, but also a grown woman, telling them, hey, it's not working. You know that meme where it's like, Mom, I just threw up, and you walk into your parents' room when you're in elementary school while they're trying to sleep? That was literally what I look like. After all of my clothes dry and I fold them, I'm planning to go to the library because if you guys watched my last vlog, I told you that I've been really slacking with my reading just because I've been so busy, which is a good thing, but I do miss reading. And because there aren't any late penalties at the library anymore, we have to pay for late books, I have just been procrastinating and just not finishing them on time, right? So the last time I went to the library and I took out 2 books was in June. And I literally just finished just like 1 book this summer. So I'm planning on returning those books and I'm thinking whether to get some more books and borrow it from the library or just skip out on that and read some of the books that I have gotten over the last few months that I have just piling up in my apartment. I don't know, we'll see what's more responsible. And also the new iPhone just came out and my phone is running out of storage. Well, actually it has run out of storage and I'm a creator, so I'm thinking, should I get the new phone as well? But since I do a lot of my work and editing on my phone for my short form content, I'm scared that some of it might get deleted, so I'm trying to get as much done right now just in case it does happen, because then that would be just so unfortunate. I'm trying to figure out if I should make a big girl investment today. There's something so nostalgic about a New York City public library. Like, I remember coming here with my mom and brother every day after school. And then on top of just borrowing books, you see so many people learning English for the first time as an immigrant through some of their resources. Like, you guys know I'm such a big library fan. I'm the #1 fan. They also have free classes on how to use a computer, arts and crafts, which I used to do in high school, even community yoga classes. This is my public service announcement that we need to keep these free third spaces alive because so many people depend on them to thrive in the community that they live in. So this is your sign to take advantage of your local library instead of just constantly buying books or doing work at a coffee shop, because it's really that easy. Can I just say that I've been loving the fact that it feels like fall, because I feel like for the past few years, because of global warming, if you believe in that, which you should, we have not been really getting fall, and if we do this for like a week in November and then it goes straight to winter. So I've been liking this chillier weather, even if it is a phase. But unfortunately, I did some damage. I know I said that I was on the fence of being responsible and just reading some of the books that I have at home, which is only 2, or going to the library, returning my books and getting some new ones. You would think that I would get a smaller amount considering I didn't finish the 2 books I got back in June, but I actually got the most that I have gotten in at least a year. So, and then I also got myself Chipotle because, you know, at the end of the day, I did save money by going to the library instead of buying these books, so girl math, I actually spent nothing on that Chipotle. Also, I did want to go to T-Mobile to get a new phone, but the new phone didn't even come out yet. So thank God I searched that up before I went. The first book that I got is The Secret Keeper. This is actually the 3rd book of the trilogy of the henna artist. If you guys read that, I read both books so far, and I'm pretty sure this is the third one. This book has been on my Goodreads for a while, so I'm really glad that I finally found it. This is called A Yellow Face by R.F. Kuang. I've heard really great things about this. Another book that just looks so pretty, and also I just love authors that you can tell that they're a person of color. I feel like I can really relate to the stories a lot more. This is called Song of a Captive Bird by Jasmine Darznik. This book was in large print, which I didn't really notice, which is fine. It's called What the Fireflies Knew by Kai Harris. And then this one, finally, is called The Girl on the Train. This is gonna be kind of like a mystery thriller, I believe. So obviously I got a lot of books. I'm hoping that these are good, because the last haul that I got, out of the two, I only read one because Poor Things, which obviously the movie is with Emma Stone, I read the first page and I couldn't. It was a language, it was more scientific, more Frankenstein-esque, just not my vibe. As long as I have a good book haul, then I feel like I can get through it because it was easy to read through, you know? But it's like when you have a book that you can't really finish, get through, it's a little boring, a little slow, kind of ruins the whole vibe. I'm gonna eat my dinner now, finish up my work. And also the other day I went to a New York Fashion Week event. It was such a good event. It was literally at a boxing gym by the World Trade Center, and then fashion, all of my two worlds set together. I just can't believe that as a fashion designer, as a business owner, I'm able to do things like this because it still feels surreal. I'll insert some clips here because I wasn't planning on vlogging, but I had such a good time and it just felt so inspiring to me because I really want to do something like that eventually as a business owner. From a fashion show for a brand called Public Parts Co. And it was literally at a boxing gym. You guys saw just now. And it just aligned so well because I'm a designer. I also box. So it just felt like kismet to be invited to something like this. But seeing just designers do their thing, like this was a combination of very feminine, light, flirty pieces with lace and satin and things like that, mixed together with something more bold and hardcore like boxing, where they were literally wearing their boxing gloves and the wraps and everything. And it's so crazy because we just recorded an episode today with one of my good friends, Zenat, who is training for the Olympics right now for boxing. So everything just aligned so well. But anyway, seeing something like that, seeing something so inspiring and seeing it come together at such an unusual, unexpected type of venue, and also the designer's hard work, it makes me feel so motivated that I can also do the same thing. And now I'm getting ideas, like little sprinkled ideas in my brain of what I can do with the Labyrinth of, and maybe I can do a runway, a smaller-esque runway eventually in the future, and showcase my collection like that, because I feel like it is such a proud moment as a designer, because obviously designing pieces is very cool, but then when you guys buy it and I see you style it, that's like one of the most fulfilling things for me. Like when I see you guys wearing it on the street and I didn't even expect that, like I'm just walking and I see you guys repping it, that's the most fulfilling part as an artist and a designer. But also showcasing it in that type of form is so freaking cool. But what I love about New York Fashion Week, like it actually still has not hit me that I get to do things like this, but I'm genuinely like so excited about it. Like I know New York Fashion Week and just any big event nowadays is so televised and so like trendy, where a lot of people just go maybe to just take the picture and leave without really caring about the piece or the artist. But I love it so much. Like this is in my blood, and I just love putting together outfits. I really was not sure if I was gonna get into the event today because I RSVP'd yes, but no one ever confirmed my confirmation. So I followed up 3 times, still no answer. So I got there not really knowing if I was gonna be able to get in, if I was on the guest list, but I got in eventually. But because of that, I didn't really plan my outfit like that. But the fun part is like experimenting with fashion. And I mentioned this in the last vlog, but I'm not the type of person to really buy on like those very trendy websites like Revolve or whatever it is, so sometimes I stick out like a sore thumb. But I just love putting together like different outfit options. So since it was lace, this is just like a random thing that I thrifted years ago. I have another dress that I thrifted underneath as like a white base layer, a necklace from a long time ago, and then this corset belt thing is literally from senior costume day when I was in high school, when I was Bellatrix from Harry Potter. Playing dress up is so much fun. I am so happy that I was able to have that experience, and to many more, hopefully. My friends are in town, so I am taking them to a cute little cafe, one of my favorite cafes. And it's not just like any normal cafe, it's an art cafe where they essentially give you a menu of different things that you can do, like ceramics, watercolor, collage making, whatever you can think of, and we can pick whatever we want. We can stay a maximum of 2 hours. just talk, have some girl time while we're doing some arts and craft, which is literally my favorite way to hang out. But I'm literally so excited to go there and hang out with my girlies. It's my camera.
Hannah Montana got a gun? Who develops this?
So you gotta go through the blue doors. Yeah.
Yeah, but then I have to figure out how to snatch.
That's insane. How did you make that?
So I have this thing, like, you know the Baby Bell wax?
Oh yeah?
Whenever I've ever touched those, I make a rose.
That's just like your hyperfixation? You just always make a rose?
Yeah.
Collage making like that. Collage making. Like you cut, you know, you like take things out, put it in, like for journaling.
I don't even know what the middle of a rose looks like.
Girl, what the hell? How did you do that? How do you have delicate fingers like that where you can just like... These are our final pieces. I did a Monet inspired watercolor painting with oil pastels. Ornavi made this rose bouquet on a tray looking thing all by herself. She literally made the petals herself. And then we got this sunset right here with oil pastels.
Oh yeah.
Some just artist girlies. The super low income, but also they were like one unit would have like 12 families. Like it was all cramped together for all the landlords to make as much money as they can. But yeah, I did like a whole TikTok dive on that recently. Yeah, they also have a Ferris wheel here.
Shut up. Yay!
That looks so good. Oh yeah, the rainbow cookies are known for here. Oh my god, I'm so ready. Look at the meat! Ornavi's like so shocked right now.
But I don't want any other stuffed animals. To go see my finished mural today at my friend's store that I just finished painting. I thought that the whole store was finished by this point, but construction is taking quite a while, so it is going to be like the semi-finished store, so you can see what it looks like in its final form with all the decor and, you know, furniture and tables for seating and everything. I'm excited to show you all of the progress because it is going to be opening soon. And I worked really hard on this whole painting process because it's the biggest one that I've ever done. So let's go see it together. Look how good this green bench looks with the greenery. Feels like we're in a jungle, but I love it. Comfy, cozy vibes. The TVs are up, the menus are up. The espresso machines are being installed now. I've been having one of those days where I genuinely don't feel like doing anything. I went to Pio Chai today to see what the store is looking like, but it was very hard for me to do that. Now I am here in Manhattan for a workout class because I know if I didn't get myself up, I would just be festering and letting it ruin my day even more. And I'm gonna just get a little Pilates workout in, and hopefully that little burst of serotonin helps a little bit. Out of it when I went to my Pilates class today, and it actually wasn't even today, it was scheduled for tomorrow. Luckily the instructor still let me take it because the class wasn't full. But anyways, I'm gonna end the vlog right here. I feel like this was such a hectic day and also a hectic vlog, but also what's new, you know? Gear up because the next few months are going to be busy
with wedding prep, a new collection, just a lot of new changes, which is very exciting but also stressful. So I'm really excited to show you guys and bring you along with me on that. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you guys did enjoy this video, and follow along on Instagram and TikTok where I post almost every single day. It's at Mahua Khan. You can get more like tiny its and bits of my life, and you can also check out our podcast where we post every single week. It's at Difficult Dish. You can listen on Apple, Spotify, all streaming platforms, or watch videos on YouTube, which is a lot of fun. You can really feel the vibe over there. And if you want, you can also check out my website called labyrinthav.com where I sell my art and apparel. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for always supporting me, and I will see you next time. Bye.